Guys, guess what I found? I know you're thinking, you're like, Bagel, if this is another fake Chinese ripoff, knockoff Pokemon game. Listen, I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't. All I'm saying is the game is titled POKELF. So what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I don't see any Pokemons here in the title screen, so maybe it's not a... I thought that said SpongeBob. Can please say SpongeBob? Okay, so what could possibly? I mean, we see there's a monster trainer. Maybe it's not a monster trainer. Maybe it's an elf trainer. Her name is Sage Bob. I feel like a girl can be named Bob. It's 2021. Why not? Why not? Welcome to the world. Bagel, what do you know? I don't know anything, guys. You're like, that's clear. Obviously, you don't know anything. Welcome to the world of elves. Here, mankind and elves coexist and thrive. Looks like a world of elves, I'm sure. The most important companion for mankind. Those who train and command them in battles are known as elf trainers. Makes sense. Let's see some elves. It's going to be a nice Christmassy adventure. Every trainer starts by owning an elf. Apparently their possessions. Tomorrow you'll be headed for Evergreen Town Research Institute and claim your elf. Okay, let's see what we got here. PokeElf. This should definitely be elves and not at all Pokemon. So Evergreen Town looks pretty decent as far as art style so far. Okay, welcome trainer. After defeating, like, it doesn't look super terrible. Looks like we see it's kind of like an idle RPG style. After defeating what do I have to say like that? Waves of minions, we be PT against a... I think they were going for pitted against a boss. Like, battle against the boss. But instead they thought pitted was PT against the... It wasn't lost in translation. Definitely not a... You've learned elf communication. You've learned humanoid elf. Face nightmare. Save the world. Haha, such a weird journey. So it's definitely written by someone whose first language is English. 100%. 100%. So these actually look a little bit like skinned Cubones. I don't know all the Pokemons. Don't start thinking I know all the Pokemons. Listen, I know it says Bagelmon up there. I don't know why we decided to go for that as the channel name, but I do not know all the Pokemon. One day, I'm going to learn all the Pokemons. So, we see this kind of like a idle RPG kind of thing. Like, the game just plays for you. But I mean, if it's obviously an idle RPG that's not trying to be something else, it's like, okay, it's obviously an idle RPG. That's the point of the game, is to be an idle RPG. I'm kind of just like coming to terms or coming to grips or whatever with the fact that like idle RPGs are idle RPGs and people sometimes want to play idle RPGs. I'm kind of seeing the light. I'm coming around to it, or whatever those phrases are. But yeah, so we're just fighting against these different monsters. Let's see where we go. You can power up efficiently by upgrading your gear. Yeah, let's go upgrade some gear some more. But we're actually seeing this is very, very, very similar, and I think it might actually be even the same engine, the same core engine as the All-Star... What was it with the All-Star game that we played? That was like... it was like something All-Stars, and then like you go into the game, it's like got like Naruto characters and Bleach characters and Dragon Ball Z characters, and I think I said Naruto wrong because people always comment about that. Final Fantasy, Saint Seiya, all those things, and it like definitely was not officially licensed by any of those companies. So we're seeing if it's the same engine as that was. One can only imagine what kind of things we're gonna see. It looks like Cubones were reskinned as like blue ducks. Or maybe it's a different Pokemon. Listen, I don't know all the Pokemons. Maybe it's an actual different Pokemon. But let's see here. We don't get... Oh, it's a Shunks. I can actually understand elf's language. I can even... Right. It's elves. These are all elves that we're fighting against. Right. All elves. That's a weird looking... Well, you know, elf could look whatever, however an elf wants to look. It's not up to me to judge how elves look. You know, I always was taught elves, pointy ears, green outfits, make toys for Santa. Also in Lord of the Rings, which are not quite those same ones as the ones that make toys for Santa, but it is what it is. Very impressive, but you can't trap me in that ball. Skedaddle. Alright, so... hot dog. I thought it was hot dog. So, I thought it said hot dog. Anyway, that's why I'm laughing at that. You haven't any elves yet, but Sage Bomb, you have what it takes to catch amazing elves. When you catch a powerful elf, I'm down for a sparring match. Okay, let's go. Let's equip our flip-flops. There we go. I'm sorry, outing boots. Right, because these are definitely boots. That's definitely what boots look like. Outing boots, not flip-flops. So, let's go catch... Why do I want to think his name is Skedaddle? It's something, it's not Skedaddle. But yeah, this is the world of POKELF. Let's go back to town. We got some quests in town. Let's see this. We get some of these. We get some of these. Let's go back to the stage. I think we just got to go through the rest of the stages and fight these ducks that look like Cubone. Is there an actual... You guys know more than I do, I'm sure, about Pokemons. So, is there actually a duck that looks like Cubone that just happens to be a duck? Like, maybe his name is, like, Duckbone? Duckbone? Maybe his name is Duck... Listen, I don't know. Maybe his name is Duckbone. Alright, so we just fight these guys. And we eventually, like in all of the other idle RPGs... Actually, this is... Oh, unlock at stage 7. Okay. So we got to go to stage 7. We're at stage 4 right now. Fighting the boss. Let's come back at stage 7. Let's see where our team unlocks. You've learned a trainer ability. Shows the elf. Oh, yes. Let's go upgrade our crit orb. And go here. Do some crit damage. Alright, so let's come back when we're at level 7. And let's see what... Let's see what it's got in store for us after that. So we are back. We are at level 7. We just beat a owl... Some kind of owl boss. We're in Evergreen... This is the place we were already in. What do you mean? Stage 7. Human, we need to get... Yeah. What's up, Shanks? I want a travel companion who is pleasing to the eye. Conceal your ability... Oh, wait a second. I remember in the other Pokemon game... Not that this is a Pokemon game, I'm just saying. I remember in the other game that was a trainer and monster that you collect game from years ago. This guy was one of the OP monsters. Where did he even come from, though? He wasn't even a part of this... We weren't even... The conversation. We weren't even talking to him. Tap the elf button. Yes, let's go power up our completely, definitely elves. So we're seeing this is, like, again, the same as the, same basic layout as the other, let's upgrade him some. The other idle RPG that was, like, the Bleach and Dragon Ball and Final Fantasy, Saint Seiya, whatever, kind of thing. So, same basic layout. We... Go here, we go deploy, we deploy different units here. All of our elves that are definitely not Pokemons. They're definitely only elves and nothing else. We train our elves over here. They get special abilities. We elevate them if we get dupes of them. We Z-Crystal. I don't know what Z-Crystal is. We go to the Elf Dex, which is... let's take a look at some of the different units in the Elf Dex while we're clearing some of these stages. Actually, let's do this. Let's go fight this boss. And then we'll take a look at some of the different things in the Elf Dex, which are definitely going to show us elves and not Pokemon at all. Graphically, though, here's the thing. Like, graphically, looking at this, and also the other one, the other, like, idle RPG that was, again, with all those other, not officially licensed characters from all those different games. So it's like a mashup of all different games. Graphically, it is actually pretty good looking. Like, someone actually put effort into... making this game look visually appealing. Someone put effort into making the other game look visually appealing. Like, why is the Pokemon Company not making... what I mean is, these are definitely not Pokemons, which we will see in a second when we go to the Elf Dex. Why is the Elf Company, the company that makes all the Elf games, not making games that look like this? So we see... do we see any of these that look slightly familiar? I mean, we see this one looks a little bit familiar. This one kind of looks like a Bulbasaur from Pokemon. There's Shadow. This one kind of looks like a Charmander from Pokemon. Kind of look like a Pichu. This one looks a little bit like a Squirtle. Wait a second. If we click on these, I mean, this is definitely, if we click on this, it's definitely not going to say Squirtle. Well, I'm sure they mean it. Maybe it's just has the same. You know, some people have the same name, like Joe, and then another person can be named Joe, or like Frank, and another person can be named Frank, or Lisa, and then more than one person can have the same name. This is definitely not going to be Charmander. Oh, well, actually, it's definitely not Charmander. It's Felmander. What do we have here? Oh, a Right, Bulbasaur. Okay, well, I mean, you know, like I said, sometimes things can have the same exact names. Like Pikachu. Right. Okay. Okay, definitely. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Chaurus. What do we have? Wobbler. What do we have here? There was another one that I saw that looked Where is he? Actually, Vulpix. Right, Squirtle. Which we already saw Squirtle. What about this one? Looks kind of familiar. What is this one? I wonder what this one. Oh, it's another Pikachu. Right. Okay. So, yeah, definitely heard these names before. Phantom. So, some of these silhouettes look a little bit familiar. Some of the names, I mean, just because they have the same names as Pokemons doesn't necessarily mean that they're definitely Pokemon characters. If we potentially summon one sometime in the future, then we'll definitely see that this is not going to be actually Pokemon units, right? We're definitely going to see that. Let's see what one of these bosses looks like. I don't know which boss we're going to fight here. Oh, it's a little boss. It's a little boss. So let's see what kind of... Well, actually, let's... we already see what the boss looks like. Let's do some auto enhances. Let's do upgrade our gear. Fashion. Fashion tab. Oh, no, I don't want to sit... Listen, he popped that up. He popped it up. Look at all these lovely fashion outfits. Obtained from the DP shop. Okay. Let's go. We don't want to enhance. We don't care about that. Let's change this. Let's change this. This is just all these things. This is just all these things. You know, guys, words. I'm really good at words. Let's go here. We go to stage. Let's go fight another boss. Why not? Let's come back when we have some summons to do. And we'll do some summons. Here we are at a boss stage. Looks... Actually, I mean, looks pretty cool. Looks like a pretty cool boss fight. It is, I really almost definite that is like the same exact engine as the other one. We have a little story element over here. But like this boss thing looks very similar. I mean, it's an idle RPG. A lot of idle RPGs are the same anyway. But I believe, like, it just feels like it is the same engine as the last one. The last... Not the last Pokemon game that the last knockoff Pokemon game that we saw. The last vertical format idle RPG that was a knockoff kind of. Actually, not even like was there another one that was not even that? There's so many of these games. Why are there so many? So story element. Here's these guys. They look cool though. That's the thing. Like, if obviously some people that were talented enough to know what they were doing made this game. Why was it not... And look at this. Like, why was it not Pokemon? Why was it not the Pokemon Company? Why was it some other company that got unlicensed? Why couldn't Pokemon... Listen, Pokemon went out and they're like, let's make Pokemon Unite, because everyone that plays Pokemon definitely wants a League of Legends style game. They could have just made a game like this... Because this is more what players actually want, like, you know, like normal RPG style, casual, friendly RPG style games. They could have made a game like this. They decided, nah, esports. I mean, I shouldn't crap on Pokemon Unite. I haven't actually played the game. I'm going off of a lot of the feedback from a lot of the people before it was even released. And also, I mean, I think that people generally like it a little bit more after it was released, but it got some really, like, people hated when it was announced. People hated it. Pokemon took down their trailer. They were like, it was way too many dislikes. They re-uploaded the trailer. Got even more dislikes. The game is out now, and more people have come around to actually not hate it. But congratulations, you've earned a chance to summon elves. Right, it's elves. I almost forgot that it was elves. So yeah. But why is the Pokemon Company not actually making games like this? Because people want to play experiences like this with Pokemon. But instead they have some Chinese company making these knockoffs. And they're good. Like, the thing is, like, people give me, like, the people that give me crap about this are the people that don't actually watch the videos. So people, like, because I saw some comments on the last one, and they were like, "Oh, how dare you say this is fake?" I'm like, "It is, because it is fake." What do you mean, how dare I say it's fake? It's definitely fake. Why are you being so mean to them? Because it's a knockoff game. It's not officially licensed game, right? For the last one that we saw. or many of the other ones. Like, these are knockoff games. I'm not going to say, like, oh, it's a totally legit game, go play it just because you want me to. No, the reality of the situation is it's a knockoff game. I can be honest and say, hey, it's a pretty decently made knockoff game. And that's kind of what I have been saying, is like, it is a pretty decent knockoff game. Someone obviously, that doesn't make it not a knockoff, but someone obviously put effort into making this game. And, you know, I'm a little bummed out, as well as I'm sure a lot of other people are like, why is Pokemon Company not making games like this that are obviously people want these kind of experiences with Pokemon? People get all upset. They're like, oh, you're being mean. Like, no, it's called honesty. It's called reality and honesty. I think maybe the internet is not ready for honest. They're like, no. I do want just the edited candy corn version of it. So, cupcakes and candy corn. Why do I go to candy corn? Like, nobody even eats candy corn. I like candy corn. I think I might be the only one that... Who else eats candy corn? My girlfriend probably eats candy corn. She's weird. I could definitely see her probably, like, eating a whole bag of candy corn. Don't tell her I said that. She'll be like, wow. And then she'll follow that up with, I would eat a whole bag of candy corn. I've done it on at least a dozen occasions. But I'm still offended that you would think that. I'd be like, yeah, well, you can't be offended if it's the truth. I mean, you can be offended if it's the truth, but it's still the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes eating a whole bag of candy corn hurts. Usually after you go to the bathroom the next day. That's when the whole bag of candy corn hurts. Listen, what are we even talking about? I don't know. Go subscribe to the channel. Okay, buddy, you deviated from the topic and talking about candy corn poops, and now you're like, subscribe to the channel. Yes, because that's the best, most opportune moment to tell people to subscribe, because where else are they gonna hear about candy corn poops, right? So yeah, this is definitely totally diverged from the subject or whatever. Diverted from the subject. But yeah, anyway, like I said, this is not a Pokemon game, but it's a Pokemon game. It's a knockoff Pokemon game. Obviously, someone put effort into it, though. This is another thing. It's a Chinese company, because the Chinese companies are always the ones that get away with it, and they can afford to get away with it. Because if a game only lasts in China, and only does well in China, it's still like the rules are also different in China. That's why they get away with it. But if it But if it only lasts in China, they can make plenty of money in China. China's so huge, has so much money that they can make plenty of money, and they don't really have to worry as much about the legalities and things like that for this. But yeah, it's sad that a game that is actually, you know, looks appealing and has people that are like, oh, you know what, I want this experience, is not, for the 9,000th time, is not actually legitimately made by the Pokemon Company, not officially licensed, not anything. I really hope that the Pokemon Company actually takes this into consideration and says, hey, let's make games like this that are what people want. Because obviously people want more Pokemon, so let's just make more. They could just print billions of... Pokemon could just print billions of dollars. So all they have to do is keep pumping out games. That's all I have to do. But they always keep... I feel like they pump out a lot of games lately that is like, why'd you choose that? Why'd you choose that one? And maybe they're not pumping out games like in large numbers, but a lot of them is like, why'd you choose that one to do? And then also, like, Pokemon Legends Arceus looks like it's not even... Well, who knows what the actual final product... Because the footage that we saw, the footage that a lot of you guys, if you guys have even seen footage on it, the footage on it looks like it's maybe not the final product or so. Oh, we're dying. We're dying. Never mind, we're not dying. So I'm sure it's gonna look better when it's finally done. But then I'm sure that another Chinese company is gonna come out and make a better version of Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I'm gonna also have the question, I'm gonna be like, why did they not do this? Why did the Pokemon Company official not do this? Lake of the Sun. I feel like we need to actually see that. Can we get some summons? When do we actually get... We get summons at some point. Where is it? It's somewhere. Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. It's at... I know where it is. I know where we actually get summons. Hold on. We go to this one. We go to... Not here. This is not summons yet. We're not doing summons yet. We're upgrading units now. Because we don't want to die. And we'll upgrade this one. And then we yell more about things. And let's go here and let's go challenge the boss. Yeah, I think we get summons here actually. I think we get summons here. Lake of the Sun. Definitely not a definitely not a Pokemon on our team. Definitely not a Pokemon on their team. Definitely no Pokemons at all in this battle. Lols. You know what we really got to do on the channel? I mean, the channel's called Bagelmon. I don't know what my logic... Yeah, these are the summons. I don't know my logic behind naming the name of the channel Bagelmon. But... yeah, we should really just do some Pokemon games on here. I mean, we already kind of do that, don't we? It's just not intentionally all Pokemon stuff. I may as well just make this whole thing just like Pokemon Genshin Impact. It's like the whole channel. You'd be like, not anything else. Just Pokemon Genshin. Some people be like, watch how fast I unsubscribe. I don't know. Pokemon Genshin Impact experience. So we get a Pikachu, which is definitely not a Pokemon. Right. But look at this. Like, very cool looking summon for this Pikachu. That is definitely not a Pokemon. Let's actually pick up some of these too. Why not? We got enough gold. Let's do some extra summons. Let's get some extra... I mean, some extra elves. Extra elves. Yeah, let's go. Look at this guy. Tolga. Oh, what is this one? Little raspberry dude. Not raspberry. Cherubi. Cherry. Okay. I was actually thinking radish. I wasn't even thinking cherry. Torkoal. Look at all these. We got more actual units. Gravel. Okay, so we got more actual units from the doo-doo summons than from the good summon. I mean, they're not super top tier units. They're like normal versions or whatever. But let's see what we actually get from here. Some of the upgrade materials, I'm sure, were better from... we got nothing from this one. Okay. RNG is RNG. We sometimes get good stuff. We sometimes get nothing. Let's see what we actually get. Okay. Good things, good things. Bad things, good things. It's kind of sad, though, because I feel like some of these games, if I didn't have to worry that they were going to get taken down in a week, or we're, like, promoting, like, spending money and playing a bunch of... Look at this. We get more actual stuff from these ones. But I feel like we would. I feel like if there was an actual Pokemon game that are like these for mobile, the one that we played for mobile wasn't even as good as these knockoffs. It's the reality of the situation. Because I feel like we could do like some series on it, and I feel like people actually want to see that and play it, right? So anyway, that's it. I think that's it for this one. We really need to do anything more here. Just wanted to blow all the gold that we have. Not a great idea to blow all your gold on summons, especially doo-doo summons. Rare. Okay, what do we get here? Large XP candy. We're getting units though. Cyndaquil. But we are not high level enough to. You've been given a quest. We're not high level enough to even have all of our slots unlocked for units that we can even bring into... Yes. Units that we can even bring into battle. Yes, I know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Oh, I'm clicking on it. I have to click off of it. Right, got it. So anyway, let's go to Elf Dex and see what we get. Cherubi. Activate, get extra speed, get all these extra stats. Even if we get doo-doo units, we still get more stats for all of our actual team just by completing the Pokedex. I mean, Elf Dex. Elf Dex. We don't have any triple S's. We don't have any double S. We have one double S. But yeah, anyway, this is how many do we have? How many can we actually deploy here? I gotta stop playing this game. I gotta stop playing this game. How many can we actually deploy? Oh, yeah, only... Oh, no. Defense. Defense in the front line. Okay, let's do this. Let's put him here. Let's put this guy here. Okay, how many can we actually deploy right now? Level 40. Okay, so we can deploy 4. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this one. This is... I want to say it's Elf Dex. It's POKELF, which will probably be taken off the App Store in a week, and then change names, and then reapply to the App Store, and then like exist again on the App Store as a different name, and then last like 2 months, and then get taken off the App Store again, and then the cycle continues and go through, because these games, if you guys are like, oh, this game is not even available, and then like it's changed name, or that looks just like this other game, like it's like they change the name because they get found out, and then they get like copyright striked and taken down or whatever, and then they reapply, and then Google does not care what kind of crap they put on the App Store. Genuinely does not care. Apple, same thing. They don't care. All they want is like, are you going to put something on the App Store? Good. We get money? Fine. Put it on the App Store. We don't give a damn if it even works. We don't give a damn anything. Like, there's so much stuff that like a teenager could make like an app in like 2 days and like stick it on the App Store, and then Google will be like, fine, that's fine. The app will be like, fine. I shouldn't say it, because there's actually some talented teenagers that could probably code better than people that have been doing it for like a long time. But anyway, so yeah, you don't judge, right? Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know. This is POKELF. It's probably going to be taken down sometime soon, and then up again, and then down again, and then up again, and then change names, whatever. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. I will see you as always in the next one.